Great to have every one of you back on this YouTube channel. This is the weekly market outlook where we dive deep into what is going to be happening in the market for the week. And of course, you know, this is your host, 𝗟𝗜𝗞𝗘, head market analyst at EQ Markets Global. And I'm super delighted to do this with you every week. Okay. Last week, it's great. We called out about 3 trades in our channel, and all 3 trades went exactly how it was analyzed. Also, we have the trades that were called out on the weekly market outlook posted last Monday. We had low success rates in it, but not to worry, because already we covered up for the trades that were called in the channel. Let's quickly go over to what we have for the economic calendar for this week. So this week we have very few high impact expected news that are happening, especially that this week is going to have the Good Friday in it. Okay, so Easter is here, and of course all the major economies are trying to observe Easter, and of course there will be bank holidays. But notwithstanding, Monday is void of all economic happenings. On Tuesday we have only the consumer confidence, which we can see here, and then on Wednesday we have the CPI data coming out from Australia, most importantly. And then on Thursday, we have the GDP for the Canadian economy. And of course, the unemployment claims as well coming out on Thursday, all right, from the US. Okay, and that, of course, that will be like 1:30 p.m. Nigerian time. We have these unemployment claims, right? And of course, the bank holidays now begins on Thursday and running through to Friday. Okay, so on Thursday, we are having New Zealand observing bank holiday in observance of Good Friday. Australia will be doing the same. Going also on Friday, Switzerland is going to join, and the whole of Europe is going to join. Great Britain as well is going to join the bank holiday, and Canada as well is going to be joining that bank holiday. All right, so what is this going to imply? Low market volatility, right? It's going to be implying low market volatility. And of course, we have to be extremely careful while we're trading, right? Because there will be low market volatility. But that notwithstanding, the market is not going to be totally closed, because, of course, not all economies are going to be observing the Good Friday. Of course, you can see by 1:30 p.m., of course, and 4:30 p.m., there are still activities coming out from the US, especially by 4:30 p.m. The chairman of the Federal Reserve Bank, 𝗟𝗜𝗞𝗘 𝗦𝗨𝗕𝗦𝗖𝗥𝗑𝗕, will be giving a speech. All right, so we have to put that in mind. Let's quickly go over to the dollar index. Of course, this week there are a few things I want to consider as regards the dollar pairs, right? So on the dollar index and going to the weekly time frame, yeah, we can likely see that the dollar is currently on a trend line resistance. Okay, so pardon me, amazing. So while we see the trend line take off from here, and of course again we saw the trend line resistance played out here sometime in October last year, and then again here we are seeing the trend line again stopping over here. On the weekly time frame, yes, we've seen the momentum, the CCI momentum indicator going above the positive 100, telling you that, look, the bulls are still more likely to dominate this market. But then on the daily time frame, we've seen full domination of the bulls, but yet that trend line resistance zone had not been invalidated. That's one most important thing that we need to look at. Okay, what I mean is this zone, right? This zone had not been invalidated. Should it be invalidated, then we should be seeing a break above this zone and prices closing above that zone. But then, of course, this hasn't happened. So it simply means that we would say that price is currently trading at a resistance area. Okay, so if we go down to the 4-hourly time frame, most likely what I can foresee is prices having a fake breakout. Okay, prices having a fake breakout, come back close below, and then of course move in between below and then fall back below, right? So this is exactly what I'm expecting to happen on the dollar index, right? By the way, I'm even expecting the dollar to fall. But if you look at that on the 4-hourly time frame, we've already seen a sell confirmation, but I wouldn't be taking this sell confirmation too seriously. Okay, I would only be expecting this sell confirmation to fall down to somewhere around this level, right, and then bounce back up. Okay, I'll only be expecting a short sell and then bounce back up, cause a false breakout, and of course break below. Okay, so this is exactly what I will be expecting. So this could only be a liquidity zone that would be pushed, and then of course cause a change of character, and prices will most likely fall below. And of course, that's what I'll be expecting to play out on the dollar index. But that notwithstanding, I want to share with you as well a few assets that I have personally been looking at, right? For the ones that I can tell you to take some trades right now, then it will be fine. We go ahead to take some trades on it. But for the others, you're going to put them on your watch list, and I'm going to be giving you the conditions to trade them and how you should follow up with them. All right, so let me start with the USD pairs, okay, since I've already started with the dollar index. Now we're going to first the AUD USD, all right, and I would like you to look at the AUD USD first on the weekly time frame, yeah? So apparently on the AUD USD, we've noticed these had been moving in this big trend line channel, right? Prices have been moving in this big trend line channel, and of course, finally, we saw that even in this trend line channel, there was a moment it was moving between the upper part of the channel, right? And then this is a counter trend line that was broken, came back, retested, and fell back below. That's on the weekly time frame. Now, let's check the momentum still on the weekly time frame. The momentum on the weekly time frame still says that, look, this is bearish dominated zone. Of course, we all know, right? Of course, we all know that this is a bearish dominated zone. And of course, if prices come to this bearish dominated zone, what we simply would say is that, look, price is trading in a bearish dominant zone. Okay, sorry, let me see. Let me turn this to red. Everything to red. Okay, so this is a bearish dominant zone, right? So it simply means that most likely we would probably still see some sort of bearish movement, except otherwise. Okay, we'll still see some sort of bearish movement, at least to the negative 100, before we get a bullish confirmations, right? So let's go down to the daily time frame, and then we get to look at things properly for ourselves. So on the daily time frame as well, I've got my daily point of interest here, right? I chose this daily point of interest because, of course, this is an order block and an imbalance that followed after it. Okay, there was an imbalance that followed after it, and of course, we can see all that imbalance. So I was expecting that most likely prices is going to fall down to this zone before going back up. But then, that notwithstanding, market could be dynamic, so it could be that this zone could be that reversal point, especially looking at it that there has been a trend line that has been respected on 3 occasions, right? Which is here 1, and here 2, and again here 3, right? You can see that. So, but then, since anything is possible, I would really have loved to see a confirmation happen on the daily time frame before I jump into this market for a buy, okay? Because it's going to be a long-term buy when it finally confirms, right? So, yeah, it's looking like a good buy area, but then yet still there is no confirmation on, at least on the 4-hourly time frame and on the daily time frame. So I'm not going to go into this market for a buy. Now, similar things are playing out on GBP USD and as well on Euro USD. Now, on GBP USD as well, we can see this old trend line channel. It can better be viewed on the weekly time frame. Yeah, so this is a large trend line channel, but then within that trend line channel, we still found this old trend line channel that had been effective all the way from August 2022. Okay, so what are we basically expecting on this? What we're expecting is prices coming into this zone here and then bouncing back up, right? So we've seen this week started as a bullish candle, right? But I'm still not jumping into this market for a buy. The reason is the momentum indicators is still telling me, look at the CCI, it's still telling me that, look, the bears are dominating the market and there is no confirmation yet, right? So because there's no confirmation yet, I wouldn't be jumping into this market for a buy. No, I wouldn't be going into this market yet. Okay, if you look at it on the daily time frame, as well, we've seen prices trade below the negative 100, showing you clearly that this is a strong bearish market. And of course, today being bullish doesn't just warrant us to jump in to the market. And not only that, if you look at it closely as well, you find that prices have not really come into our points of interest, or rather should I say our areas of value. What are our areas of value? So this place here is significantly our area of value. Why? Because of course we've seen here that price was respected on this zone 1, and again was respected here apparently too. And of course we're expecting price now to make the third test on this zone, which coincidentally is aligning with our trend line that has been started since October 2022, right? So exactly what I will be expecting. So even though I'm going to be putting this on my watch list, I'm going to wait patiently for prices to come into my point of interest, okay, my area of value. Then I find the confirmation before I jump into GBP USD or any of those USD pairs for a buy. So yes, there is confirmation for a buy on the 4-hourly time frame, like I said, but then this is apparently what I'm expecting. Little price movement and price drop back into the zone. And of course, this is the area where I would now be thinking or looking out for a buy. This makes sense, right? So please put this on your watch list and let's wait patiently for every of these to happen before we jump into the market for a buy. So I don't want to prolong this video. I want to simply just give you one asset that I'm currently trading, and I'll tell you how you can also trade this asset, because it's going to give you final confirmations this week, and then you can as well make so much money from 𝗟𝗜𝗏𝗘. So let me also give you the weekly breakdown of this 𝗟𝗜𝗏𝗘. So 𝗟𝗏𝗏𝗘 as well had been moving in this beautiful trend line channel. Okay, it had been moving in this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful trend line channel. So I'm considering only the trend line channel that it had been moving from November 2015 and all the way down to this point. Now, this is a counter trend line within this trend line, right? And of course, if you look at this, this is looking more like a bullish flag, right? This is looking more like a bullish flag. And of course, this is the bullish pool, right? This is the bullish pool. This is the flag. And of course, we should be expecting, after the breakout, we should be expecting a continuation. Now, this is the most important thing here. The most important thing is prices should be coming back into the upper part of this channel for a totem test or even a break above, right? Now we need to find what exact zone is this next bullish movement going to begin. Of course, price is trading close to that counter trend line. Will this counter trend line be the trend line support area where prices is going to find a lot of momentum to build up and have that long bearish move we've been looking for? For me, I see that zone as 90% guaranteed it's going to act as the trend line support area. So all we'll be looking out for right now is a confirmation on that zone, and we're good to go. And of course, we will be so sure, most likely, that 𝗟𝗏𝗏𝗘 will be running all the way up, giving us over 1:17 RR. And of course, what I mean is 𝗟𝗏𝗏𝗘 will most likely be giving us over 640 pip movement to the upside. But this is on the weekly time frame, and of course, we've seen the weekly momentum played into the strongly bearish zone. So the next thing is to wait for confirmation on that zone, and we are going in. So I'm going to just simply show you down to the low time frames and what we should be expecting, because the confirmation is going to be coming later on this week, say Wednesday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I really do not know, but we have to just be patient, okay? We have to just be patient. So on the daily time frame, after prices broke above the flag, like I was showing to you, so let me put that away so it doesn't get my shot too dirty, because already it's looking so more dirty to me, right? Okay, so let's go ahead now. So after breaking above this point, we're expecting retracement at least into this point of interest. So why this point of interest? Yeah. So this is my point of interest because, of course, this point of interest was responsible for the breaking of the structure, right? Was responsible for the breaking of the structure. And not only that, it created a lot of imbalances. You can see there's also a fair value gap after this auto block. So it becomes my point of interest. So market attempting to come into this point of interest failed here, right? It failed here. And of course, this particular zone is now going to be forming the what we call the inducement zone. This is to induce traders to believe in that look, the big bullish movement we're expecting had begun, but apparently it hasn't begun anywhere, right? So it's just an inducement zone. So what happens with inducement zone? Most times market comes back, clears that inducement zone, goes to the main target point of interest, then from that zone begins to go up, right? So it simply means that, look, if this is an inducement zone and this is our point of interest, I'm expecting that, look, prices is going to fall well into this point of interest, okay? So I'm expecting prices to fall into this point of interest. And of course, into this point of interest, we see that counter trend line that is, I said earlier, is going to support that big bullish movement, and prices will be going all the way to the top, right? So, like I said, it's going to take some more couple of days for us to find the final confirmation on NZD-CAD. But I want you to still put it in your watch list because this is going to fetch you so much money. It's not ready yet. It's not ready yet, but it's going to fetch you so much money. And last, before I go, please do not get so overly excited by this little bullish move and bullish confirmation on the 4-hour time frame. No. This could just be, after looking at it on the daily time frame and on the weekly time frame, we already know that this is just a little bullish retracement, and prices will fall back into our point of interest. And then, of course, we would be having a bullish run starting from our point of interest. So someone will probably be asking, what's the price area or the price zone for this point of interest, right? You'll probably be looking at, so let me pick my cursor. You'll probably be looking at 0.81443 to 0.81098, 0.81443 to 0.81098. This price area is where I'll significantly be looking out for my confirmations and making my buy entries on NZD-CAD. All right, if you're new to this channel, please kindly do also subscribe. We will be dropping a lot of amazing content that is going to really help you in your Forex journey and your Forex career. And of course, if you're looking for a place, a community of like minds, of traders with lots and lots of experiences to share with, then you are simply in the perfect place. Look below in this description below, you'll find a link to our Telegram channel. Do well to click and be part of our Telegram channel and also be part of the amazing stuff that is happening at EQ Markets Global. Of course, we have our Signal, VIP Signal group, and it's completely free. You're not paying a dime for it, but it's only meant for our bona fide members to benefit from. We also have the GoPro mentorship that is always done every Friday, 11 a.m. I mean, it's been super amazing. Last week, we were looking at advanced market structures, and we looked at a whole lot about market structures. We went deep into market structures, looking at external, internal structures, breakout structures, and also finding when the next big impulsive move begins. But guess what? This class is still ongoing, and we will continue this Friday, most likely on Thursday. So how would you be part of that amazing class and learn the whole things that we will be sharing? It's simple. Go to the Telegram and join the Telegram group. You can find the link in the description below. And then also the link to our website also is in the description. Go to our website, create an account. Someone is going to reach out to you who would also be telling you more about EQ Markets Global. All right, do well to trade with our most recommended broker, Equity, because you're going to be enjoying loads of benefit, like a 30% withdrawable bonus, a tight spread, fast deposit and fast withdrawal, and one of the best amazing customer service you can ever find in the whole of Africa. My name is 𝗟𝗜𝗞𝗘. See you in the next edition of our weekly market outlook. Bye for now.